It was so beautiful.
Hey, buddy, what's up? What's
Huh?
what's with the sad music?
Um, Nothing. You know.
Hey, are you still mad at me about kind of, you know, all of the Minecraft stuff? The fact that I'm always driving the Terraform?
Well, that and the fact that you destroy my beautiful world, Nick. But you could let me and Barry sometimes drive some things as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
No.
it would be cool to apply things.
Yeah, no. Look, I've got a solution for this, and actually, in fact, in this episode of HashiCraft, we're going to solve all of your relationship problems with Terraform because we're going to show you how to use Terraform Cloud and the Terraform Cloud free tier to manage all of your infrastructure. Should we take a look at this, buddy? And you don't need to be sad anymore.
I don't have to be all by myself anymore.
You don't need to be all by yourself anymore. Let's head straight over to the studio and we can get this running. I can't remember where the studio is.
Okay.
Last time we kind of went through and we were showing you all how you can create your kind of your servers and you can manage them, and we were showing you how to kind of create statefulness in Docker containers. What we want to do,
delete the statefulness.
In my case, delete the statefulness. What we want to do this time is we want to show you how we can take that GitHub repo, which has all of our Terraform configuration in, and how we can share it. And how we can share it to be able to work as a team and to collaborate on it. And to do that, we're going to use Terraform Cloud. Terraform Cloud, you can get a free tier, so it's all good. And we've just created an organization here, but we need to be able to take our existing infrastructure and then get it imported into there, I guess, Eric.
Yeah, I already set up an organization for us to put it in.
Awesome.
So what's the next step?
Well, so the next step is we want to be able to connect a workspace, create a workspace and connect it up to a GitHub repo. So I'm going to
these workspaces, are they the same as the Terraform workspaces?
Yeah, so workspace is similar to a Terraform workspace, I would say. I think the kind of, you've got the ability to connect it up to a GitHub repo. So here we can see, I can connect it up to our Minecraft Azure inside of the HashiCraft organization. I can specify a working directory if my Terraform code is not in the root. And I can specify things like, do I want it to always run, or do I want it to kind of only run when certain things change? And I can specify a branch. I'm just going to use the master branch because that's where our latest code is, but I can do that.
So Nick, if you specify a working directory and like you have a mono repo or something with multiple Terraform environments in there, could you split it by using that?
Yeah, you could. You can actually create a workspace attached. You could have two workspaces attached to the same GitHub repo, but all using different folders. So that's 100% possible. Yeah.
That's cool.
So we've got that, and Terraform has now connected up to our GitHub repo. So what I need to do is I need to configure some variables, because the variables which I need to set are my security details for Azure Cloud in order to Terraform to provide. And I've got those locally, but I need to be able to set those up in here. So what I can do, I can create
pay extra close attention to this.
Oh yeah, you need to pay close attention to this, right? Because I've got my secrets here, which I'm going to share to the world. I can set things up. So I'm using environment variables for my setup. So I'm just going to paste those same things in. I'm like, can you?
Shall I look away, Nick?
Yeah, if you don't mind, just look away there.
Yeah, I'll.
So that's obviously a problem, that you don't necessarily want everybody to see what's going on. And Terraform Cloud allows you that capability. So I just off screen there pasted in my client ID, but I had this ability that I can mark it as sensitive. And by oh, you can look now, yeah.
Turn around.
Yeah, and marking something as sensitive means that it's hidden from view. The original value is not going to be shown up in the UI, which is kind of good, Because especially when you're collaborating with a team, you don't necessarily need to be sharing the credentials anymore.
But if I would click these 3 dots and hit edit, would I see the value then?
Well, let's just take a look. If you don't mind, just kind of turn your gaze away from my screen there so I can hit that enter. Let's let's take a look at that. You're okay now. You can look back at that. Well, you can see there that because it's already marked as sensitive, even when I hit edit, it's write only. So I'm not going to have any read only. And this is a great way for collaborating as a team, because an administrator, you can set this up. Set it up one time, and then everybody can kind of access things, but using that sort of nice Git flow model, which I am going to show you in just one moment. Are you still looking at my my screen there, or
no?
Are you,
I'll go hang out on the dance floor.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, just for a second. Your dancing skills.
Are you
very impressive. You must be professional, I'm guessing.
I wouldn't call myself that, but thank you.
All right. Well, we're back, and we've got all of those environment variables set up. So what we can do next is we can actually start using Terraform to manage our resources. But what we need to do before we do that is we've already got the state, which is created all of this existing infrastructure. We've already got it on my local computer here. So if I run a Terraform plan there, you can see that all of that state is in my local state file. So I need to move that to Terraform Cloud. And no, I don't want to have to just recreate everything. That would be silly. And I don't have to. I can do an import. So let me show you how I do the import. So Terraform, and we'll put all of the links for this down below there, but we've got this guide here on the Terraform website which shows you how to migrate state from local Terraform. And kind of we'll go through steps, and we've got most of all of this already done. So we can just go straight down here. And what we want to do is we want to configure our Terraform to use this backend. So this backend is a special block, special stanza, which allows us to configure some things in Terraform. So I can specify that rather than using the local state, which is standard, I can use the Terraform Cloud. So I'm just going to set up a couple of things. Hashi craft. That's my organization name.
This would mean that we only have to do this once, right?
That's right. And the nice thing about this is that when I run a plan now, it's going to use Terraform Cloud. So all of the credentials that I've configured, that's all going to be kind of configured through Terraform Cloud now, which means I no longer need those credentials on my machine, even for running a plan, which is, I think that's a pretty good thing.
That's very cool.
All right, so that's all in there. So what I need to do, and I'll quickly just show you, but if I try and run a plan at the moment, it's going to complain because it says I've changed the backend. So I just need to run a Terraform init. So Terraform is saying, well, what's it saying there? Blah, blah, blah. Failed to read organizational entitlements. The remote backend organized, reading unauthorized. And that's because I'm not actually logged in to Terraform Cloud on my local computer. So I can use the Terraform login command. And it says that Terraform will request an API token for app.terraform.io using my browser. If successful, it'll do some stuff. So press yes. So what that's done is that has opened up a browser window for me. And it's asking me, do I want to create an API token? So I can just say Terraform local. I'm going to call that token, and I'm going to press that button. And I'm going to do that off screen because, well, I don't really want to be able to kind of leak that token to the entire world. But I'm just going to paste that in there. And you can see now the Terraform is authenticated. So it's logged in and it says it's retrieved the token for Nick J and it's logged in. So let's do a Terraform plan. And now we can do, okay, we need to do that init. And because I've got credentials now, it's working. So it's saying, hey, you've already got state locally. Do you want to copy that to the new remote backend? Yes, I do. And it's going to automatically migrate that state from my local computer up to Terraform Cloud, which is kind of cool. So now when I run a Terraform plan, that plan is now executing remotely. It's no longer running on my local computer. It's actually running up in Terraform Cloud, which...
that is so cool.
It's really cool because I don't need the credentials anymore. So
yeah, so it means that me and Barry can also start
means
planning
you don't need
stuff.
to be sad anymore. Yes, you can play around yourself. So let's just run a plan there. So I'm just going to hit Q and I'm just going to run a plan from the UI. So this is the same as what I was doing there from my browser, but I'm just doing it in the UI. Now, if you take a look at this, you can see we've got the window there. The plan is running. It's going to do all of the initialization and it's reading the state. So it's exactly the same as if it was running locally. We can see all of that there. It's connected up to the Azure APIs. Everything's cool. So we're all good there. We don't have any changes at the moment and the infrastructure is all up to date. So Eric, cool. You wanted to change the infrastructure, I believe, and you wanted to add a couple of CPUs to that existing Minecraft server we've got running there. You can do that.
Yeah, it's so slow.
Feel absolutely free to go and do a pull request.
Okay, hold on. Let me go try that.
No problem.
There we go. I have created a pull request.
Awesome. Let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so I see your PR there. So what you can see is immediately that you've raised that PR and I can actually see the details because I've got this linked up to Terraform Cloud. Terraform Cloud is automatically running a plan. It's not going to do an apply. It's just doing a plan. And that way, when I'm come to actually approve or deny your PR, I've got full detail. So I can see that you're going to add one item and you're going to destroy one item. And if I look at the kind of the detail on that, it's because you've changed some of the details around the container there. You're adding the CPUs, you're changing it up to 1, which is exactly what you wanted to do, which is great, right?
Yep.
So now that change is going to come back and that's going to either show me that it's approved or it's successful, right? It's successful. There's no problems with merging this branch. I've already checked the details there in Terraform Cloud and I'm happy. So I can hit that merge pull request. So I'm going to confirm merging your code, which is great. If we go to Terraform Cloud again, what we'll see is that because we've done the merge, we're going to get that plan again. This time it's an actual plan, not just a check for the repo. And we're going to be able to do that apply. So I can actually go in here. I'm just going to wait for this to finish, take a couple of seconds. There we go. Yeah. And then what we'll see is a button that's going to pop up down there, and it's going to be a button to hit apply. Well, in just 1 second, eventually. There we go. So I've got the ability to do that confirmation. Now, the nice thing about this is because I can set this up, and I haven't looked at the kind of the permissions, but actually we can set this up so that only certain people can actually do the applies, but many different people can do the plan. So you've got a very nice granular model. I'm hitting that button there, YOLO in my message, confirm the plan. And what's happening now is the Terraform Cloud is doing the actual apply. So your changes, buddy, that you just submitted there to GitHub 30 seconds ago, they're actually being applied. And we're going to start to see those resources changing live in Azure. And
that is so cool.
I hope that makes you feel a little bit better, because I don't want you to be upset there, good buddy. It's not that I was trying to be mean, but I think now we've got all of this GitHub linked up and we've got Terraform Cloud running, that, well, we can be a proper team again. We can work together and we can work better together. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go write the minecart, Nick.
Okay, you go ride the minecart. I'll wait for this to finish and
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try.
wow, Google. Go away.